Another day, another hack. BadgerDAO just announced that they suffered a $120 million exploit. Now, this is very common in the DeFi world, in the blockchain world. If you don't secure your system, your website, your smart contract well, you will get exploited because there's just so much money in this. There's going to be people who are actively looking at your finance platform and try to exploit it for money. When the money is involved, people will try to find ways to exploit it. So this is no difference. BadgerDAO this morning announced that they got hacked by $120 million exploit. Now this is very different than a typical hack on the on the black platform, blockchain platform, because usually when people get hacked, it's due to a smart contract exploit, some sort of logic flaw. The people took advantage and take money. Now this one is very different. This is due to a exploit on its front end website. So I'm a software engineer, so I understand exactly what they're talking about. So I'm going to try to explain to you what this was about. So BadgerDAO on their website here, this is their lending platform where you can use your Bitcoin as collateral to lend or borrow other tokens. So in order to generate some interest returns for you. Now the coin that they use to represent this, since like Bitcoin is very limited, Bitcoin does not really allow smart contract system, and they're basically wrapping it and using it as a collateral on the Ethereum platform. So you get a ERC token, Badger, to represent the number of Bitcoin you own, and this is also getting paid out when you get your interest. You'll be paid out in the Badger coin. So that's how they're using Ethereum to use your Bitcoin to collateral against as collateral against your lending, your borrowing. This is pretty much what the platform does. It's very typical. It has $1 billion locked in right now, and this is what happened. Basically, the attacker figured out a way to exploit remote, like to execute code on their website on their behalf. So when the people are doing, let's say you are logged in with your Ethereum wallet, and then you go into here. I'm like, I want to deposit something or I want to withdraw something. I want to deposit my Bitcoin in here just to see how much I can get out of the interest. Now, when they click on it, usually in these DeFi platforms, you need to first approve of the platform to let it, manage your money. So this approval process is very, very important because it's like a permission, right? You have to explicitly give your permission to the platform to allow it to spend your money. Now, usually this works because the platform you trust, you look at the website, it's like app.badger.com, like that's a trustful website. It seems to be the right website. But the exploiter exploited the website. Now, instead of the permission that you give to Badger, you now give the permission approval to the exploiter instead. So now they have the ability to do what they want with your account. This is very dangerous because now this is they're fooling you into thinking that you're actually giving the website its permission. So that's exactly how this hack was done. Nothing was done to the what's hacked on the smart contract itself that runs the platform. That contract works. It got audited, but this attack was due to the permission layer. So that's exactly how it got attacked. And as of right now, the price of BadgerDAO is down to 21.84. So it was like 22 something when I first looked at it. So it's actually down even more. So 18% so far. And we don't know how low this will go, but this is, we don't know like what the actual impact of the price will be in the future because this is not due to the smart contract itself. Like I said, it's due to the website being weak. So even though we're Web3, we still need to make sure the website itself is secure, right? So that the price right now, it'll continue to dive, I think. So now, how do you prevent this, right? So they are, according to Peck Shields Inc. on Twitter, they were able to identify the actual contract that was doing the exploit. So well, first let's look at the list of funds that were transferred out of the victims. So here are all the victims, their accounts on Badger, and all of their funds were transferred out from their wallets to the exploiter. And this is one of the biggest one. This one has 900 bitcoins in there, and all of that was stolen by the exploiter. So you see, like this address here, it's getting a bad label called Badger Exploiter. They're the people who are stealing your money. So one thing you can do is make sure if you use Zapper.fi, you connect to your Ether wallet, and if you go to the revoke section, you'll be able to see a list of permissions that you've given to all the different platforms. Make sure you do this and you click on Ethereum. Make sure you type in, you look for this address here, this exploiter's address. Make sure this is not on your list. If you do see it on your list, make sure you revoke access to that, because this is what's allowing the exploiter to take money from your wallet. So it's very unfortunate. And according to the latest tweet, here's a list of all the exploits. So Ether wise, the biggest one was 82 Ether. And then for Bitcoin, it was 184 Bitcoins. So if you sum it up, that amounts to $120 million worth of crypto at current valuation. So this is very bad, and it's a wake-up call for all of us. I know I did a lot of content on Time, Wonderland. So all projects like this, if they don't secure their website well, they will be opened to get exploited like that. Now, provided that if you do see, how do you prevent that from happening? Well, if you do see the website that you regularly use, like Wonderland or Badger, if it asks you for permission randomly, like when you already gave it permission from a while ago, and then kept asking you for new permissions, try to be aware of that, right? Try to ask around, maybe Discord or something. It's like, hey, why is it asking me to give more permission to the website when I already did? So that's one way to make sure that you want to check, because all the money in your wallet, it's in their hands if they're able to get permission to it. So that's what I want to cover. I want to give a quick plug to our Patreon we just set up. We try to provide useful content to the crypto stock community. So I like to post exclusive content here on the Patreon platform here and there. And then I plan to release like some tools, useful tools for the community as well here. So yeah, feel free to take a look. If you made some money and you learned a lot from my video, please, I really appreciate it if you help contribute to Patreon. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you guys next time.